Surprise, I cut off all my hair. Just kidding. It's still here. I would cry if I cut it. Hi! So, it's been a minute since I uploaded a video and I'm really sorry, but I've been very busy with school. Literally, I've had an exam every day since Thursday and it is Wednesday and I still have one today, so vlogging is kind of taking a back burner to education. But the other day I posted on my Instagram about doing a Q&A vlog, so that's what we're here for today. Oh, here comes Bob. Look, there he is. Look at the camera. Hi. Okay, kid. Hey, kid. Oh, you're such a good boy. I love you so, so much. Logan, you want to answer some questions? You want to answer a couple? Yeah? Okay, so we are here for Q&A time. First question that I'm probably going to get asked, this shirt. After this video that wasn't included in the questions, that's what I mean. This shirt is from Brandy Melville, this little bralette top is from Urban Outfitters, and this necklace is from V Mondi Jewelry. And yeah, so also this lip color is Lolita 2, the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Lolita 2. So now that that's out of the way, let's start with the questions y'all already asked, not the predicted questions. So let's go to the Instagram. There were over 150 questions asked, so obviously I won't be able to get to all of them. So I will try and answer like frequently asked questions, and I'll just kind of like scroll through random questions and just pick ones to do as we go. So super candid right now. So literally the first two questions, and there were further questions down below, are about my eyelashes. So just for clarification's sake, in the picture that I posted, I was wearing fake eyelashes because that was from a while ago, but those were, I have them right here actually because I'm by my makeup situation. They are the Velour Selfie Lashes, appropriately named. These are some of my favorite fake eyelashes. They last for multiple uses, not just like one or two like normal cheap strip lashes. That's why they are a little bit more expensive, but they last for a really long time, like 20-ish uses probably. But yeah, I really like those. They're nice and fluttery. But as for my eyelash extensions, sorry, I'm reloading comments. But as for my eyelash extensions, just some basic stuff about like how the process works. Nothing crazy. You just go in, you can't have any eye makeup on. You go in, you lay down on a bed, on your back obviously, and then they tape your bottom lashes down so that they don't get mixed in with your top lashes, but then you just close your eyes and they take a little tweezer-like tool and individually insert eyelashes into your lash line. They are not flares, so flares are the little individual lashes that are like a few lashes together. They're not strip lashes. They're little individual pieces, and as long as you take care of them properly, they, in my experience, they do not damage your normal eyelashes. As long as you're not pulling on them and as long as they're put in properly, they just kind of fall out naturally on their own and they don't really take your natural lashes with them. Like I said, that's just my experience, but I also have a really good lash tech. These are really nice because I don't have to wear any mascara. So that's a huge perk, and it just makes you look more awake because obviously they're longer. It is a little weird like when it's windy outside, like I feel them blowing because they are a lot longer. But yeah, this is definitely something that I like, and you just feel cool. Like you feel so girly with these eyelashes. When I first got them, I was like, gosh, I can like flirtatiously bat my eyelashes at everyone. And by everyone, I mean Eric and the people at Chipotle when they're scooping my meat. But yeah, as far as care goes, my lash tech, LT, she makes her own little lash shampoo bottles. And I just kind of wash these with those every night after I wash my face regularly. And that's about it. K Quinn Sharon, and also anybody, if I mispronounce your username, I'm really sorry in advance. What do you do for your degree at school, and how long have you and your human been together? What made you go into Olympic lifting? And P.S. thank you for everything. Your videos literally make me happy every time I see a new one pop up in my inbox. Oh, thanks. So the first question, for schooling, I am going into a sports science degree. So it's originally I was in applied physiology, and applied physiology was biology with a focus in applied physiology. Well, actually, originally when I first started school, I started in dietetics, but then I moved to biology with a focus in applied physiology when I transferred back home. But then the more I was looking into it, the applied physiology track was more of a, not only like physical therapy, but if you wanted to apply it to exercise science, it was more of research science. And then I found out that my school had a sports science major, which was more along the lines of coaching and athletic training and that kind of thing. And that just suited me better. So that is what I'm doing, sports science. How long have you and your human been together? This is kind of a funny story. So we started like talking in November of last year, so almost a year ago. And so we started talking and casually dating and all that stuff, but we never really like officially started dating. So we were out on a date this summer, and I was like, you know, we really don't have like a date picked to celebrate our anniversary, like when we started dating. So we just picked a random day. We were like, well, when did this start getting like really serious? And we decided that it started becoming like a very serious thing in January. So we picked January 12th, I believe, to be our anniversary. But yeah, so actually dating about 10 months, a little over 10 months. My human, Eric, and his name is Eric, not Evan. Everyone thinks his name is Evan because of his old Instagram name, but it's Eric. What made you go into Olympic lifting? This is a question that I'm commonly asked. The next level, the place that I work and the place that I train is a sport performance facility. So for our athletes, we use Olympic lifting for like athletic development. Sorry, I'll turn up the volume on my phone. For athletic development, because it creates a lot of speed, a lot of power, a lot of strength, and all of those combined at once. So I just became very curious about the lifts, and so I had Eric teach me how to do them. And then when he made it clear to me that I could use them to benefit me as a bodybuilder, the fact that I enjoyed them, and that it helped me become a better overall athlete and a better bodybuilder, I decided to continue with Olympic training. Flaminia_Gijo asked, how long till you'll be a certified PT and start coaching people? Sooner than you think. For those of you who don't know, I've been studying for my SNS, which is Sports Nutrition Specialist certification through ISSN, and I finished the book. I am currently studying, and I am hoping to take the exam within the next month, actually, and then go from there. Okay, Riley M_fit asked, best donut you've ever had? I can't pick one. So I would say, well, my favorite would be the salted caramel old-fashioned donut from Donut Vault in Chicago. Holla at my friend Lily for being my donut dealer and sending me, like, overnighting me donuts, because those are literally the best donuts ever. And then also, when I was at Underwest for the Donuts and Deadlifts event, the butternut squash donut was super good. Like, I had no idea you could make a donut out of squash. That was just stupid good. But old-fashioned donuts, like in terms of category, whether like cake or like yeast donut or old-fashioned donuts are the only way to go. Sorry. But Liz_fit_ asked, what advice do you have for someone who is just starting their fitness journey? And this is a really hard question for me to answer sometimes, because it's like really easy for me to forget how I felt when I was starting. You obviously need to set, like, I think it's really important goal setting a goal for yourself. So don't just go in and say, I want to start working out. You need to have a why behind it. You need to have a driving force. And that doesn't necessarily mean, you know, a competition or a show or a meet or whatever, but you need to have some sort of tangible goal. And I find it helpful to set not only physique goals in terms of how you look, but you also need to set non-physique related goals as well, in terms of getting stronger, getting faster, you know, becoming healthier, just generally more healthy, feel better in your daily life, all of that stuff. So setting goals. And then I guess a second big tip would be wary of the people that you look to for inspiration. And Liz kind of touched on this with her Periscope session last night over the Asenna O'Neill video, or Asenia or whatever. But follow people with substance, and look up to people with substance that, you know, aren't afraid to portray the less than perfect parts of themselves, or, you know, the less than ideal parts of their journey, because you're going to run into those. And if you're only looking up to people that portray themselves as these perfect shredded objects all the time that never have a bad day, then you're going to feel a little bit lost. Follow people with substance that are honest and truthful, which is can be kind of hard to discern at times. But also always remember that your journey is not someone else's journey, so don't get caught up in the game of comparison, which is a lot easier said than done. But, you know, learn how to value your progress, even if it doesn't look like someone else's. I want to ask, when do I sleep? At night? Jaybird Runs asks, how do you handle your cheat meal and how much does your weight fluctuate during off season? So with this question, I don't refer to meals that I'm not tracking as cheat meals. I don't like that verbiage, and something that we need to learn is that the words that we use have more of an impact than we realize. So when you use the word cheat, that has a negative connotation. So the connotation of cheating is that you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, you're doing something that's not allowed, you're doing something bad. So again, deconstructing the words that we're using and the implications behind them. So I don't refer to them as cheat meals because I don't want that negative emotional baggage. During my off season, you know, I would go out and have meals that I didn't track during the week, and I just went into it and I said, okay, I'm gonna have a nice meal. It was typically, you know, date night with Eric and I'm gonna eat what I want. I'm not gonna track it. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna enjoy the meal and enjoy the time. And that's that. You know, we get so caught up in tracking and numbers and am I hitting everything perfectly, blah, 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 that can become really problematic. Your food is more than numbers, and you know, it can be a source of enjoyment. So if you do decide to go out and have a free meal that you're not tracking, don't let it turn into a full-on binge where you're just shoving food in your face, but enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. You know, have something that you wouldn't normally have if you were trying to fit it into your numbers. We throw around the word balance a lot, which I think is kind of a problematic word, but you know, just enjoy it. And then in terms of off-season weight fluctuation, my weight normally fluctuates between like 5 and 10 pounds of my stage weight. Okay, the macro experiment, hi there, asked, what would be your #1 piece of advice to tell a new bikini competitor? Also, what's your favorite Ben & Jerry's Flavor Flav? For new bikini competitors, it's hard to just give one piece of advice. But I think the biggest thing would be to, and this sounds super cliche, but enjoy the process. Literally soak it up, because obviously I'm hoping you're getting into this, if you are, as an investment into yourself and as out of genuine love for health and fitness, and not out of, you know, hate for your body or hate for yourself or anything like that. So I hope you're getting into this as, you know, a genuine endeavor. And so enjoy that process. I think all too often we get caught up in where we want to be, that we don't appreciate where we are right now. There's the phrase in a book that I read recently, there is always better than here, meaning that we oftentimes are like, oh, I wish I was there, but you're not, you're here. So why not appreciate here and do what you can with that? So just throughout the process, throughout your cut, throughout your off season, throughout your first experience on stage, but just enjoy it. You know, there's going to be times when it's rough, and there's going to be times when you're not feeling it 100%, but you gotta do this for a reason, so make the most of it. And then my favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor is milk and cookies. Hand down, best one. I could eat like 4 pints and not feel any sort of remorse, except for maybe gastrointestinal. But I would try it, probably, maybe. Ice cream challenge? I don't know. Isabel Lanity asked, are Lulus worth it, and what pair should first-time buyers get? Yes, Lulus are worth it. That's why I have so many. I wouldn't keep buying them if they sucked. In terms of first-timers, my personal favorites are the Wonder Under, like the high-waisted Wonder Unders, in the full-on Luan fabric. Those are my favorite. Jackie Marie Barrett asked, will you still be coached by Heidi when you start a bodybuilding prep again? I'm in a bodybuilding prep, and I'm not with Heidi anymore. I'm with Nick Tong, and then still with Eric as well, but I would still highly recommend Heidi to anyone that's looking for a coach. So just to clear that up. Okay, I get questions about Olympic lifting a lot. So Will Burpee for PB asked, any tips on getting started with Olympic lifting without a coach to teach you? I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's hard to come by anybody into fitness, let alone Olympic lifts. I personally would not condone trying to learn how to Olympic lift without a coach and without a knowledgeable coach. If you do them improperly, you gon' get effed up. there's a lot of potential for injury because they are very technical movements, and they require a lot of skill. So I would not teach yourself. I would try and find somewhere where you can find a coach. And that's just my personal opinion, and that's how I learned how to do it. So I wouldn't advise anyone to do it any other way because it can be really dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. Katie_Lang23 asked, do you indulge sometimes on the holidays? Is it okay? Absolutely. And this is another Periscope discussion that Alyssa had about a week ago over Justin Nutrition Max's article on counting macros and how it can become disordered and all that stuff. If you are so caught up in your diet, your dieting, your nutrition, your macros, your meal plan, your whatever, that you can't take a step back and just enjoy a meal with your family, which is what holidays are about a lot of times, then that's a problem, and that's a behavior that you need to, again, this word, deconstruct, and you need to learn how to, just enjoy experiences. Obviously there's going to be time, like, again, with the whole cheat meal thing, like, don't stuff your face, don't binge, don't gorge yourself, don't make yourself sick, but there's absolutely no reason why, if you're in an off season or you're not really like training for anything like super specific, there's no reason why you shouldn't enjoy holidays with your family. That's totally okay. You're a human, be a human. It's okay. And I think sometimes we just need somebody to tell you that it's okay. So that's, yes. Ariana Dantone asked, that's my friend Ari, how much do you love me? What is your favorite thing about yourself, not physically, and why? If you could change one thing in this world, what would it be? You better answer these or we're breaking up. Okay, well, I guess I'll answer them. How much do you love me? I love you. All of it. I can't quantify my love for you, I'm sorry. What is your favorite thing about yourself, not physically, and why? I would say my confidence in myself. Just because it's taken a lot, confidence is a skill set in my opinion, especially in the culture that we live in and actively participate in. We're always taught to, be different and to not be different in like the good sense, but to be different than how we are, to change ourselves. And we're always taught that, we need this thing in order to be enough, or we need to look like this to be enough, and all that kind of stuff. So cultivating my own confidence, that's my favorite thing about myself. My confidence in myself has not only made me a better me, but it's made me a better friend, it's made me a better daughter, it's made me a better student, it's made me a better athlete. It's just all around made me a better person. So my confidence. And if you could change one thing in this world, what would it be? The fact that Ben & Jerry's is $5 a pint. My stomach just growled, shut up. Okay, Jennifer Latz asked, does it ever stress you out / does it ever feel like a burden that so many people look up to you? In general, how do you feel about sort of being a public figure in our community? Wow, thanks. So in terms of it feeling like a burden, not at all. And part of that is because I don't necessarily, it's kind of a two-faced approach with myself. Like, I do see myself as having, an influence on people, but I don't see myself as a figure. I just see myself as another person. I feel very blessed to have the social media platforms that I do have where I can talk to, a large number of people. But it's not a burden, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to share with the world, how I have come to be a confident person, or how I've come to be a physically stronger person, or how I've come to be a healthier person. It's just an opportunity to, have discussions like the one we're having right now, and to talk about important things. And, the amount of love and support that I've received through social media, that's invaluable. You can't put, a number on that. It may not be, face-to-face, real-life interaction, because it's social media, it's online, but the impact that it has had on my life has been largely positive, and I just feel very blessed to have the outreach that I do, and to get to meet some of you in real life, and to get to have discussions and to talk about, important things. But yeah, I'm just another, I am a role model, but like, I want to be a role model in the sense that, I'm just another person. I'm not any different than you. I don't know, it's fun. I love it. I love you guys. You guys are cool. So much loving. Okay. All right, so to wrap this up, because it's been a long time, we're gonna do a little rapid fire round. So just really quick questions, really quick answers. Here we go. The meal that's been on my Snapchat lately is, I posted this on my Instagram yesterday. It's chicken, broccoli, rice, basmati rice, and liquid fish oil. And then I just put a bunch of condiments on it. How many Lulu items do you own? I don't know, I'll count and I'll put the thing in the caption. My favorite nude lipstick is Smashbox Nylon Nude. It's actually right here on my desk. Ta-da! That's my favorite nude lipstick at the moment. What are some hobbies you have outside of the gym and fitness life? I really like music. I play guitar and I sing and I play piano. I can't really play guitar right now because of these nails. And then I really love painting, and I also really love fashion and makeup. So those are my hobbies outside of the gym. What's my favorite Disney movie? The Little Mermaid, because she gets to sing and swim in the ocean all day, and who wouldn't want to live that life? And then we'll do a last one. If you could go back in time and tell your 15-year-old self one thing, what would it be? Learn how to take naps, because I'm the world's worst napper and I can't nap to save my life. And I would just really like to be able to nap because I get tired sometimes. Okay. All right, you guys. So that has been our Q&A video. Sorry for the absence. I've been a super busy lady, but don't you worry. I also got asked this, how's your prep going? Prep is going really, really well. Yeah, so just to answer that question really quick. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. The thumbs up really help because it lets me know like what kind of content you guys like, so I can keep making more of that. And it's been super fun answering your questions and talking, and I love you guys. Bye. Just kidding, I'm not done. I did put on this scarf just now, but then I realized that there was a question that I saw that I didn't answer that I want to answer. KS Fahi asked, what's your opinion on the theory of girls should lift low weight and high rep, and that's the only way to get ripped legs and not bulky legs? I'm constantly being told this and I don't understand. Why are guys supposed to lift heavy and it's considered weird for a girl to? That's a myth, and you shouldn't listen to it. And anybody that says that, I would like to show them my transformation pictures, and I'll pop them up here, because the heavier I have trained, the longer I have trained, the leaner my legs have gotten and the denser they've gotten. And it's just a matter of time. So the idea, there's this old quote that it's cliche, but I like. The idea that women shouldn't lift heavy weight is perpetuated by men who fear strong women and women who fear hard work. So I love training heavy. Not everyone loves training heavy. Not everyone loves strength training. But if that's something that you love, then there is no physiological reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. Numerous pro bodybuilders have said this. Amanda Latona's even said this. Women don't need to train that much differently than men. There's not really a reason for a female to train vastly different than a male. So if you want to lift heavy weights, go lift them heavy ass weights, and I support you. And if you don't like strength training and you would rather just lift high rep low weight, I don't like training like that, but if that's what you like, do what you like. So don't let anyone's opinion dictate, anyone's unbacked opinion dictate how you should train. Heavy training for me has created a denser, harder muscle. And I'm someone that has large legs and has been told by judges time and time again that they need to come down. And strength training has not negatively impacted that whatsoever. So if you want to lift heavy, do it, girl. Okay, now we're done. Also, this is a Brandy Melville scarf and I love it. Bye!